Look up, that flower of light blooming over your head? It's a bomb, a real one. Right now, a shell packed with explosives is tearing itself apart 300 feet above a crowd of smiling people. And everyone is cheering. We do this on purpose. We build explosions. We time them to the millisecond. We paint them in colors, and then we aim them at the sky and call it a celebration. But here's what nobody tells you. One of those colors nearly broke the people who make them for 300 years. I'll tell you exactly which one. But first, you need to understand what's really happening up there, because it's stranger than you think. Every firework is a machine. A machine built to destroy itself at the perfect moment. It starts inside a tube, a steel mortar buried in the ground. At the bottom sits the lift charge, black powder, the same chemistry that fired cannons for 1,000 years. It ignites and it throws the shell into the sky at nearly 200 miles an hour. But launching it is the easy part. The hard part is the timing, because a second fuse is already burning while the shell climbs, counting down inside the ball of fire. And it has exactly one job: explode at the very top of the arc. Not a moment early, not a moment late. Get it wrong by half a second, and that beautiful flower opens right above someone's head. So what happens when it does go wrong? Sometimes it doesn't happen in the sky. Sometimes it happens on the ground. In the year 2000, in a quiet town in the Netherlands, there was a building full of fireworks. Just a storage depot, ordinary, boring, until one spark found one shell, and that shell found the next. For a few seconds, the sky over that town became something out of a nightmare. A chain reaction, thousands of celebrations detonating at once. When the smoke cleared, an entire neighborhood was simply gone. Homes flattened for blocks in every direction. 23 people never came home. The same thing we launch over weddings and holidays erased a town from the map. So why do we still trust these things? Why do we stand underneath them and smile? The answer is older than the explosion itself. Rewind 2,000 years. To ancient China, there were no explosives yet. There was only bamboo. People threw green bamboo stalks into the fire, and the air trapped inside the hollow wood would heat and expand and burst with a crack loud enough to scatter birds from the trees. They believed that sound frightened away evil spirits. That was the first firework, an accident, a pop of exploding wood. Then, centuries later, alchemists searching for a potion of immortality mixed the wrong 3 ingredients and created gunpowder instead. The irony is almost cruel. Men hunting for a way to live forever invented one of the deadliest substances on Earth. They packed it into that same bamboo, and the bang became a blast. We have lived beside this fire for 2,000 years, long enough to stop being afraid of it, but we still haven't mastered all of it. Remember that color I promised you? Here's the secret. The colors in a firework aren't paint, they're metal, burning metal. Sprinkle in strontium, and the flame turns deep red. Barium burns green. Sodium glows gold. Calcium gives you a warm orange. Every color you've ever seen exploding over a summer night is a different element, screaming as it dies. But there is one color that refuses to cooperate: blue. To make blue, you need copper. And copper only glows blue inside a razor-thin window of temperature. Too cool, and you get nothing at all. Too hot, and the blue washes out into a dirty gray-white. A firework flame is thousands of degrees and wildly unstable. Hitting that perfect window inside an explosion in midair is one of the hardest things in all of pyrotechnics. For centuries, a true, deep blue was the holy grail, the color the greatest chemists chased and almost never caught. So the next time you see a clean electric blue burst, understand that you are looking at the single hardest trick in the sky. But there's one more mystery. An explosion is chaos. So how do you get a perfect circle? A flawless glowing sphere, identical on every side? The answer is hidden inside the shell, long before it ever launches. Those colored bits of metal, they're pressed into tiny pellets. They're called stars, and they aren't just dumped inside. They're arranged by hand in precise geometric layers, like seeds packed into a sunflower. The Japanese masters are legendary for this. A single shell can take days to build, layer after patient layer, placed perfectly around a hollow core. Then, when the burst charge fires from the exact center, it shoves every star outward at the same speed, in every direction at once, and chaos becomes symmetry. That perfect sphere in the sky isn't luck. It's someone's patience, written in fire, someone who will never see it up close. And that's the part that stays with me. Every shell is built to be destroyed. Every color is an element dying. Every perfect circle is a bomb that behaved. Someone spends days building a thing that exists for less than 3 seconds and then vanishes forever. We hand that power to the sky, and we trust it to be gentle. Most nights, it is. We stand shoulder to shoulder in the dark. We tilt our heads back. Children up on shoulders. Strangers going silent at the exact same moment. All of us staring up at controlled detonations and feeling something like peace. Think about how strange that is. We took the most destructive thing our ancestors ever created. The powder that ended empires. The same blast that leveled that Dutch town. And we taught it to bloom. So tonight, when the sky cracks open and the crowd goes quiet, and that impossible blue finally appears, don't just see the light. See what it took to get there. 2,000 years, countless lives, and a species stubborn enough to stare straight at a bomb and decide it should be beautiful. We never really tamed fire. We just taught it to bloom.